Okay, y'all. So I've washed the hair on them because it was too gluey. Those curls will pop back up in a few. And then we are back to our fashion review. And I have 6 different dolls that I'm going to try this stuff on. I have a tall Barbie, these are all made to move, by the way. Tall, regular, curvy, petite, the skipper, which is on a creatable world, and then this new articulated Stacie from the basketball set that we opened earlier today. So I'm going to say right off the bat, most of this stuff is not going to fit the tall or the curvy. I'm hoping most of it fits the petite, though. Now, this is the petite from the BMR 1959 line, and I did put a different head on her. Right now, she is in creatable world clothes, so essentially skipper clothing. So we're going to kind of start from the bottom and go our way back up. So again, we're not worrying about the shoes, but let's get the rest of this stuff opened, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. And we're going to try it on by character, I think, is a better plan. Okay. So let's get the orange one open. Poppy's clothing. Now these little fashion boxes are kind of a pain to open. And then you have to take them off like this. And they have their little staples in the back. But if you have your handy dandy nippers, that part should go pretty quick. And then they are on forms when they're in the box. So it's got like a little chest form under there. Now, just looking at the way these hips are for the Stacie doll, I'm gonna guess this skirt is gonna be too big on her. But this top might be perfect. So let's try the first outfits on Skipper. This is going to seem much more adult for her. So let's see about the dress. Okay, I've got this dress on here. This is very loose on her. So it does technically fit. It's a little scandalous for how old Skipper's supposed to be. But remember, this had the little bralette over it. So let's see what it looks like with that bralette. If it makes it any better. I may have to just turn her head around to get all this stuff on her correctly. And okay, you know what? I'm not mad at the way that looks for her. It does raise that neckline. This looks like a nice, cute little prom dress thing for her. Like, that's not a horrible fashion. And it's stable, it's not going anywhere. I mean, she doesn't fill out, but, you know, it's on there, it's secure. So, I mean, that's a cute outfit for her. And then the jacket was on there. This is the jacket that broke the other arm. So I'm hesitant to put it on her, but I want to see what it looks like. And now the nice thing about these Rainbow High dolls is that they are very well made clothing. Like, this is not by any stretch of the imagination cheaply put together. So they will fit if you can get the hands through. I'm not going to force them just because on this jacket I'm not entirely thrilled with how tight it is and the fact that it broke the other arm. And I think I would probably take this this out because this is very it's too much tag, honestly. So that's what that looks like. So that's a cute outfit for her. So take a note that those little bralettes do fit this this Stacie doll. And then let's look at this little hoodie, which again, with these hoodies, you have to put the head through first. Okay. Why this one is getting stuck on something. And it's not the part that would normally get stuck on. There it goes. Okay. Okay. There we go. And now and so that's what the little Rainbow High hoodie looks like on Skipper. No, Stacie. But again, let's look at this. I'm gonna 100% know that this is too big for her hips. Yeah, too big for her hips. There's not enough Velcro on there to make it stay. If you could add more Velcro, you could make it fit like that, but it's not. Her hips are too small for the skirts. But her tops are perfect. Like, that is the perfect fit for her, and that is Poppy's looks on the Skipper doll. Stacie. Damn it. They could have used different letters. That's all I'm saying. And so that is the looks on her. And so we're going to set her off to the side. This is going to wind up being a very long video if I do this on everybody, and I'm just sorry about that. So here is Skipper. Now, in comparison, this body is slightly bigger. It's not hugely different in the chest size, so hopefully those and the arm sizes are maybe less than an eighth of an inch difference. So let's see what she looks like in some of these. Now, her stuff is non-Velcro, which is kind of a pain. And again, this is a creatable world body, so it's unisex. So let's see what it looks like with the dress. This dress should fit a little bit better on her just because she has more torso. So that's what it looks like on Skipper. right there on the creatable world body. If you were to cinch it, that's what it would look like. And then let's put the little bralette on there and see what it looks like. Now, I'm not really hopeful for orange for her because that is not her color, but we are going to put on this, turn her head around so we can actively get to this area. And then this is what she looks like wearing the little bralette. Again, this is a cute outfit for her. It hits pretty high up, but it does cover everything, and you can even pull it down a little bit more once that bralette is on. And it looks cute. That's a cute outfit for her. So it's looking like Creatable World and this articulated Stacie are decent matches for these one pieces. And now let's look at the jacket. Again, I'm not forcing this too hard because I don't want to break off arms, because I only have, I think, one more Creatable World body in the skin tone, and there is a blonde Skipper doll that I kind of want to get whenever she goes on sale, part of this Babysitters Club. And so again, they fit. If you can get those hands through, you can get them on. And the arm, see, you can see her hand comes through over here. And it's very cute. It goes on the right way. That's her look. That's her first look. And now, I don't think there's enough hip difference for this skirt to fit, but we can try. I doubt it, because just look at this hip is wide. And there is like a little like underwear strap in there. Okay, so I mean technically that does stay on. So I mean it fits. It's got its thing right there. So I mean that doesn't slide off, surprisingly. But it's not fitting like it's supposed to. And now let's try the hoodie on her. Again, I'm not trying to force these on them, on her hands, just because I don't want to break bodies. Okay, and we pull all of her hair through. So, I mean, it fits on her. It is a little tight in the back. It does not completely close as it is. I mean, you can work it, and it does have these little strings in the front that I think you can just untie to make it a little looser. I haven't tried it yet. But that's what the second outfit would look like on her, which is not bad. It's very, very skimpy for her, but if you had like a white tee underneath, like a long sleeve one, or not a long sleeve, a a longer one, it wouldn't be a bad look for her. So the Creatable World dolls will fit the skirts, apparently. And these jackets are so much easier to take off than put on. Okay. And now, let's see about this one. I do have to take her shoes off because she's going to be, these tights are in the way. Now these tights are pretty tight, and these are Creatable World tights. But we'll see. And this is also a Creatable World jacket. So theoretically these jackets should fit, and if anything the skirts should fit better. But let's just show y'all a little height comparison. So they are roughly the same height. She's a little taller, but not much. So on with the first dress, which this is actually not a bad color on her, now that I'm looking at it. And because this is an adult Barbie, I'm not super worried about it being too suggestive. But I mean, that's where it hits. So it's not the shortest Barbie dress I've seen. I would probably use it more as like a nightgown. But let's see what this looks like on it. Because this chest is a little bit bigger in the actual like chest department. Yeah, see these, this, technically you can get it clasped, you can get it Velcroed, but it is not going to stay Velcroed because it does not, if you put it at the bust where it's supposed to be, it won't fit, which is unfortunate, but not unexpected. And this is on a Petite Barbie also. So I think we can eliminate this piece going further because it's not going to fit there. And again, I really like the look of this jacket, but I hate what it has done. And I honestly am gonna have to put like some dowels through it or something. Which might actually be the best thing I could do for this jacket. I'm just trying to flatten it out at the moment. But okay, see, this just does not. So theoretically, this fits if you're willing to shove the arm in there. Again, just being careful with these, just because of the way this jacket is sewn. And the fact that it is so tight as it is. But, I mean, that's about, it would come up to about where the bralette was. When it ever actually goes on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a dowel or something to go through this. Okay, so I got some dowels. These are just dollar store wood dowels. I'm just trying to pop them up just to try to widen these sleeves a little bit. But you can't put too much pressure on them, because like down here, I can already see the sleeves are starting to come away from the center part of the jacket. But I just wanted to give it a little more leeway. Which, dang it, this one, there it goes. Okay. So, it can fit just like that. And that's what it looks like on her. And so it's a very cute jacket on her. So again, not a horrible look. Not really her look though, I don't think. I prefer her other outfit that she was in, but we'll see. I might stick her in one of the Skylar outfits if it looks like that. Looks better. Okay, and we have okay, so this is how that orange skirt fits on her. It does fit right at the hips. And then let's look at the jacket, which this may be kind of a stretch to get her into, but this is all like solid piece, so it's not as threatening to get her into. There we go. And we'll put the head around there. Okay. Okay. And now this one, at this point, that's how that fits. She's showing a lot of under boob and nip, and I had to undo the laces. So I think from this point on, we're gonna eliminate this top, just because it's not gonna fit right. So it's gonna join the bandolier top. Or not the bandolier, the bustier top over there. But the skirt is still doing strong. So we're gonna move it up to the next one, and same with the dress and this jacket. So our next one is the Curvy, and she is a BMR 1959 Curvy, and a Barbie Loves the Ocean head, just FYI, in case anyone ever wonders what these dolls are. Okay. Okay, so let's look at the dress first. I don't think it's gonna fit, just based on my past experience with these, but it might, because these rainbow high dolls are very hippie, but if they are, it's gonna fit more like a shirt, I feel like. Okay, so it does fit on there really kind of well. there's not a whole lot of space on the sides, and it doesn't Velcro all the way up. But, you know, it covers the goodies pretty much. I would pair this with jeans, probably, and just make it like a camisole top. But it's not a bad look for her. Actually, let's see what it looks like with the skirt. See if the skirt fits, since we're going to make this a top from this point on. Okay, let's see if the skirt fits. Okay, the problem is not the skirt right now, it's this little underwear liner that we have, which does not want to go over her butt. There is more fabric available, but it is just that that little skirt part does not want to go over. So theoretically, I think she would fit into that. This dress becomes more of a top after for Curvy, and you know, this arm is a lot thicker, so I think I'm going to eliminate because that's where they're going to come down on the jacket. If it fits like a shorty jacket, and it'll come down to the elbows. Actually going to take this off of her this way. I think it's going to be easier. Maybe I was wrong. No. Okay, there we go. All right. So that's what that one looks like. We're just going to assume that the rainbow top, all of these are eliminated at this point. As far as fitting like they're supposed to. And now we're going to move on to the regular Made to Move Barbie. This is a brand new 2021 fashionista that I just rebodied in a previous video. Onto a regular sized Made to Move Barbie. And now go a little out of order and check how the skirt fits. And the skirt fits. It's a decent mini skirt. It fits right below the hips. It would probably go a little higher if you cut the little slap that was in there. But that's a cute little skirt. And you could probably pair the bandolier with it if you went with like an undershirt under it. I don't know, let's see. I don't think the bandolier fits regular Made to Move because it shows too much underboob. But yeah, no, it doesn't even come close to closing in the back. No. And yeah, when you do that, it pulls it way up. So yeah, no, this is eliminated. But that's a cute skirt on this Barbie, and I'm kind of tempted to keep it, but I don't know which shirt I would put her with right now, and that's the only reason I'm going to take it off of her. And now let's see what the little dress looks like. Now this fit Curvy, so we know it's going to fit regular, but it's about how it looks and where it hits, if it's too short or not. At this point. So again, this hits, like you can see the top of that thigh gap under there, so this is more of a shirt. at this point for this Barbie. If you were to cinch it, it could be lingerie, but it's not a, and that's only going to get worse with tall. So at this point, we're going to eliminate that. Okay. This one goes into our elimination pile. And let's look at tall. This is a Barbie Extra that I rebodied onto a tall made to move body because I thought she deserved to be tall. Now let's look at this skirt, which is the only piece that we're still actively trying on. Okay, so it does fit. That's where it hits. Sits right below the waist, comes up about mid-thigh. You still, this is where the groin area is, so you still have half the skirt below that, so it's not too short for her. So this skirt will fit everyone from skipper to tall on Made to Move, which is great considering that, you know, all of these other pieces also fit. This one would be a shirt, honestly, at this point on her, and it would probably stop about there, and it's not going to close in the back like the others. But that's where we're at with Poppies. Again, the shoes do not fit any of the dolls because Rainbow High feet are insanely large. So I'm actually going to end the video there, so that way you guys can just go to whichever fashion you want, and I may go and grab my other fashions and show you guys how that works on these.